work from home life with a baby situation. Here's the gist. The transitions are just really tough. Want to introduce all your friends to the vlog? Anything can change within the hour. Oh my goodness, you're just the sweetest little thing. Daddy gives me premium burpee services. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing super duper well. In this moment, as I am recording this, I have no idea how this day in my life vlog is going to go, because at this point, some days are just really good and everything feels like it is just flowing so smoothly, but then others feel like I just cannot catch a break trying to juggle everything that I have going on my plate. But it's on those tough days that I'm reminded how important it is to stay on top of my mental health, because I find that the more I stay on top of it, the better equipped I am to handle any unexpected hurdles that life throws at me. But as a new mom who also works from home, who also is exclusively breastfeeding, it can be extremely overwhelming at the thought of organizing myself to leave the house for regularly scheduled therapy appointments. So luckily today there are services like BetterHelp that are 100% online. So a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this segment of today's video. With BetterHelp, you can have your therapy sessions as a phone call, as a video chat, or even via messaging if you prefer that, whatever is the most comfortable version of therapy for you. You'll be connected with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. You can even specify that you need help with postpartum challenges. BetterHelp can match you to one of over 30,000 therapists in their network, which gives you access to a wider range of expertise than may be available in your area. And if the therapist you're first matched with doesn't feel like the right fit, you can easily switch to a new therapist at no additional cost without stressing about insurance, who's in your network, or anything like that. To get started, you fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you'll get matched with your therapist in most cases within 48 hours or less. You guys can get 10% off your first month now at betterhelp.com/macdingle. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/macdingle, or you can click the link in my description. Thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this segment of today's video. Now let's get on to today's vlog. She only gets up like once in the middle of the night, but that middle of the night could be between 3 and 4 a.m. or 4 and 5 a.m. or 5 and 6 a.m. And so depending on when she wakes up, and then also depending on what I have going on for the day, and then also depending on how tired I feel at this point in the middle of the night or the early morning, that's when I decide whether I'm going back to bed for a little bit with her before she gets up for the day. But today I have to wash my hair, and with what I have going on with work and what I want to edit for the day, I don't think I want to spend half of her first nap doing that. I'd rather dedicate to the task that I have. So I think I'm just gonna get up. I think I'm gonna shower, maybe have some breakfast and coffee before she starts her day.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark? From so far away, show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night? And what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah.
been using this new brand of skincare, Found Society, on my skin recently, and it is like loving it. But I still have my OGs, which are a little more affordable and both work really well, but I definitely feel very treated and bougie using the Found Society stuff. Also, this is going to be the second to third day wearing this outfit. I haven't worn anything cropped with any sort of legging in a while, and I found my cropped sweatshirts in the back of my closet the other day because I wasn't wearing them toward the end of my pregnancy very often. And then postpartum, I can't even remember what I was wearing. It was just baggy t-shirts and sweatshirts the whole time. I put this on and it made me feel like a little bit of my old self, which is crazy that a sweatshirt can do that. I took advantage of the New Year's sale, specifically Aerie, and I got myself a new pair of my all-time favorite leggings. They always have them on their website. I hope they never get rid of them. They're such a great price. I loved them before my pregnancy. All throughout my pregnancy I could wear them. They fit all throughout the pregnancy, and then now postpartum. But the ones that I had in black had a hole in them, so I treated myself to a new pair. Also, I feel like I have so many updates because I haven't like filmed a vlog in a while. We got a Costco for the first time in the state of Maine, and when I tell you I ran to get that membership, the savings are insane. The savings on gas alone are 3 times the cost of our membership in a year. And then if you don't know, this is just all new to me, so just in case anybody doesn't know, it's like wholesale. So everything is buy in bulk, not too much bulk, but like you have to get 2 loaves of bread instead of just 1 loaf of bread like you would at the grocery store, but it's cheaper in the long run, you know? But look at the size of this jelly. The size of the jelly that we get at the regular grocery store is like, I don't even know, this is 36 ounces of jelly, and it's such a good brand, and we got it for $10. This is gonna last us so long. And then these, they have these at Costco. I would say these are a little bougie. It comes out to like maybe $2 per package, but they're quick, they're easy, and as busy as our days are, that's what I'm looking for, and I love these things. I love it so much.
It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Sometimes, even if I am so tired when she gets up for that night feed, if it's like 5 a.m. and beyond, sometimes I just think about having this hour and a half or so to sip my coffee and eat my breakfast and have no other obligations before our super busy day gets started, and that alone is worth it. It just gets me in a good headspace for the day, you know? But yesterday there was nothing keeping me from that bed. Me and baby girl slept until we got her up together. So our work from home life with a baby situation, here's the gist. Both Jack and I work from home, which is such a blessing. Sometimes I miss the office because we love the people that we work with, but otherwise the work-life balance is just so good being able to work from home. And it's also the only way that we don't have to figure out childcare for Annie, and that alone I'm just so grateful for. So Jack works full-time, that's his desk right there. He works full-time, and I work part-time, and I say that in quotations because I work for a company part-time, about like 20-ish, 25-ish hours a week sometimes. But then the rest of the hours that would make up a 40-hour week, I'm doing my YouTube, I'm editing, I'm filming, I'm doing Instagram, all of that stuff. So all of that makes up a full-time job. And then now, with our new addition, we both split taking care of her throughout the day. Part of me does wish that I filmed a day in the life when she wasn't taking bassinet naps, but at the same time I truly don't know how I would have, because she napped, but she would only nap on us. And so in order to balance work and taking care of her and life in general, just day to day, when it was time to go back down for her naps, she was doing carrier naps. That's all we were doing, and we would switch off doing that. Jack's desk is already a standing desk, so he could carry her and stand and work at the same time. And then I actually bought this little tabletop thing, and it goes up and down with this lever, so it's a like quote-unquote standing desk, you know, so that when it was my turn to wear her for a nap, I could stand at my desk. But the thing is, baby girl, if she was being carried, she needed to be like moving, like she needed to be walking and stuff in order to stay asleep and be comfortable. So we would get as much done at our desk before she would like stir and fuss, and then we would like walk around the apartment and then come back to our desk. It was just like the true meaning of just getting through and surviving. Eventually, we started with just one bassinet nap a day. It would be her basically last nap of the day. We would try for a bassinet nap, because if it didn't work out, if she didn't go down, it wasn't a lot of pressure because we got at least the majority of the work we needed to get done for the day, you know? So that was like the best one to trial and error, a bassinet nap during the day. And then eventually she got the hang of that one, and so we introduced another bassinet nap in the day, and then that just bled into only sleeping in the bassinet for her naps. But if you are in the era of carrying your baby or holding your baby for naps and you don't know how on earth it's going to end, just please look at our situation. We didn't either, and we were just surviving and getting by, and now she's sleeping in her bassinet. It's magic. But right now it's 7:55 and she is starting to stir. I think I hear Jack coming back from the gym actually, so perfect timing.
Hi.
Nice shirt.
Oh, thanks. Some hat.
I wonder if you're dad.
Everything is okay. I tweaked my back.
Oh, Bubby.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
What can I do for you right now?
Nothing.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know.
So it's 8 a.m. now, and we decide her like waking up for the daytime is 8:15, because we like to use the Huckleberry app to keep track of like when she wakes up, her naps, when she's feeding, just to make sure that she's just getting enough daytime sleep and she's getting enough feedings before bed, both of which determine how good our nighttime sleep is, and it's been working really good. But in order to track like daytime naps and daytime feedings, you have to decide like when daytime starts, which is really hard with a baby who wakes up in the night, you know? So we decided that 8:15 was the start of the day. So if she wakes up kind of near there or like at 7:30, we're not gonna like put her back down after she feeds, you know? Like we'll call that the start of the day. But if she wakes up at like 5:45 or 6, we'll feed her, and then that's enough time for her to go back down. Sometimes she's not stirring by the time she gets up for the day, and then sometimes like now, she's just vibing in her bassinet and waiting for us probably around 8:15 to go get her.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
So antsy. There's usually some stuff that I can get done on my phone while I feed her. So if that's the case, we can get two birds, one stone. Before going back to work, I downloaded a bunch of apps that I use there to see how much I can get done on my phone, because we were carrying her and we weren't sure how that productivity situation was gonna go. So I was like, if I have to walk around with her to nap, I might as well see what's possible to do from my phone. What do you say? Did she burp or no?
No.
Oh.
She spit up.
And that's the best we can do. And that's the best we can do.
She's trying really hard, Mom.
Hi, baby. Keep an eye out for the burpees. Hello, honey buns. Oh my goodness, you're just the sweetest little thing. You are just the sweetest little thing. Hi. Let's read. Hello, baby animals. Hello, baby bunny. So I hold these pictures, these high contrast pictures up for her. I can kind of notice when she's getting bored of like one of these pages, and then I'll flip it to the next page. I got this and the other one that I'll do with her when she's in her bouncer on Amazon, so I'll leave these both linked below. I should make a baby like toy section on my storefront for you guys. She is vibing to this book. But simultaneously, I'm keeping an eye out for her wake window. Right now at 3 months, it's about an hour and 15 minimum, and we just keep an eye out for sleepy cues around that time. And that's an hour and 15 from the time we got her out of the bassinet, which is at like 8:15. So it's 9:16 right now, so we probably have about 15 more minutes after diaper and feed. We take our time during the feeds because we do like FaceTime and dad comes to say hi. And then the Bouncer plus Contrast books are an activity. We have a few others that we cycle through also throughout the day that I'll probably show you in this vlog. Ready for the next one? Ready? What's going on, Zebra? She did not like this bouncer or really any like baby containers initially at all. So if your baby at first doesn't like stuff like that, don't give up on it. I also heard from other moms where their baby didn't like their swing at first, and then around 3 months they ended up really liking their swing. Are you kicking, mama? What's up, Zebra? So I've caught about 2 yawns sitting here, and normally that would be the time to mobilize back into the bedroom for her first official nap of the day. But I also heard her poop when she was sitting here, so we have to take care of that, and then we will mobilize for a nap. We'll probably get a little bit fussy at this point because once the yawns start, we know she's getting tired, and then she might get a slight bit overtired if we don't catch it, or if we have to change a diaper before putting down for a nap. Now we get a refresh on our coffee and we jam for as long as we can.
Waking up in my bed, you're still stuck in my head. I'm not even hungover. I wanna call your phone, tell you what you
So it's been about 2 hours since we put her down, and also about 3 hours since feeding. And we like to feed her about every 3 hours, and or not let her sleep for more than 2 hour stretches at a time, whichever really comes first. And these just happen to line up right now. And no, I don't keep them in my head. The app literally tells me that she's been asleep for nearly 2 hours, and it tells me when she last fed. So let's go get her. We'll feed her, we'll do her diaper change, and then we'll probably do play mat for our awake activity because she freaking loves the play mat. Oh, we're so hungry. We're so hungry. Yeah. Her first nap is usually the best nap, which surprised me because I would think that if she just woke up from like night sleep, you know, like a nice long sleep, that she wouldn't be that into a nap at first, but it's actually her best one of the day. So I get a good amount done in that stretch. There's a couple transitions that we've recently tackled, which sent my new mom brain into a tizzy. Transitions are just really tough, but they had to do with sleep. One was transitioning stretching her out of a swaddle. And honestly, I was just far more scared about it than it actually ended up being. We did the Halo Sleep Sack swaddle for her swaddle, but that swaddle itself has the ability of leaving one arm out and then both arms out. So we did one arm out for I think like 5 days or something like that, just to make sure she was comfortable with it. It was a little rough at first, but she got the hang of it pretty quickly. We started with a nap during the day with her arm out and eventually did it at night, and she was totally fine. And then after about 5 nights with one arm out, we switched to both of her arms out, and she absolutely slayed that game as well. And then while both of her arms were out, we just loosened the swaddle bit that was around her midsection just a little bit every night until it was just honestly a looser blanket, because the ultimate goal was to transition her to just a loose sleep sack that she can just grow into, and there's no more transitions having to do with the what to wear type of thing during sleep. Hi, honey. And then the transition that we're in the middle of now is shifting her bedtime from, it was honestly like 10 p.m. or later to 8 p.m. And instead of doing it like all at once and disrupting her sleep by like 2 or 2.5 hours or so, we've been doing 15-minute increments. And so before, the last feed was at like between 9:30 and 10, but so say it was 9:30. The first night we shifted it to 9:15, and we did that for 3 nights. And then after that 3 nights, we shifted it to 9 p.m. for 3 more nights, 8:45 3 more nights, 8:30 3 more nights, etc. We've gotten all the way down to 8 p.m. and the goal is a 7:30 last feed in the bassinet around 8 p.m. And so far, because of the tiny little shifts of 15 minutes, it has not disrupted her nighttime sleep, which is amazing. When we got to a certain point though, when I felt like her last feed of the night was just really early, probably around like 8:15 or so, I started introducing dream feeds at 10 p.m. So the 8:15 was actually not her last feed of the day. It would be an 8:15 feed, and then when we went to bed around 10, Jack and I would take her out of her bassinet when she was super drowsy and super sleepy. We would do one more feed, and she honestly most of the time stays really drowsy and sleepy, but it's just meant to give that top off needed for both of us, so Jack, myself, and her, to align our longest stretches at night, so Jack and I both get a long stretch, even though we put her down earlier than we went to bed, if that makes sense. Honestly, when I say things out loud like that, I like don't recognize myself. From the first really early weeks to now, it is just so crazy how much you figure out and how much things really do click, even when you just don't think they're ever going to, or you don't think you'll ever have a schedule or anything. These things just, as we started looking up different things or trying out certain things, there's just all of this stuff that I had literally no clue about at the very beginning that we now know or that we've tried. And it just makes me really proud of both Jack and I as new parents about how much we have figured out and like trialed and errored until we got to a point that we really liked or that worked for our family. Jack just brought me this delicious snack plate while I feed her. It's around 12:19 right now, and I would normally get to making lunch after waking though. Snacks are always appreciated. We got crackers, dates, and an apple, and peanut butter. Daddy feeds me so I can feed you. Thank you. Oh, no way. And then what happened? That's what happened? Also part of our day, Daddy gives the premium burpee services.
Yes, I do.
Premium. Mommy gives absolute shite burp services. He gets the burps out. Are you ready for your mats? Can you see our friends? Oh, you have so many friends.
And she's going to the animal fair. The monkey and toucan are there.
The monkey and the toucan. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's best friend Phil.
You want to introduce all your friends to the vlog? This is Ellen the elephant. This is Phil the lion. This is her best friend. So we named him rhyming with Jack's best friend, Bill. This is Phil.
She ain't lying.
She ain't lying. She literally talks to him and smiles at him and coos at him. This is Marissa the monkey, named after one of our favorite nurses at Labor and Delivery, Marissa the monkey. And this is Peter the panda. These are all of her friends, and she loves spending time with her friends. Like, I'm intruding on her hangout right now, honestly. Like, I shouldn't even be here.
Mom, stop. Mom. The biggest, gummiest smile. Look at her.
What if the world had more of your smile?
You love them.
What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Oh, that's
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. Dreaming of you.
So right now it's 2:43. She's only been asleep for about an hour, but we'll take what we can get. She usually sleeps for a good hour and a half to 2, even at her second nap of the day, but she is just having a really hard time. That's the way the cookie crumbled during this nap. I didn't get nearly what I needed to get done during it, but that's just how this one went. We'll aim for another hour for the next nap.
What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like this is a scene from like a horror movie or something. The lighting is not the best. I'm picking up Texas Roadhouse takeout, and I had a moment to myself where I was like, remember how you and Jack would just be like, do you want Texas Roadhouse? And like walk into a restaurant and eat food. Like, I can't even fathom doing that right now. I have not gained that confidence at all, and I just don't think she's at a point where she could vibe or fall asleep in a restaurant setting. But let me know when you guys started eating out with your baby. I just get so scared of her like crying and just being chaotic, and in my mind it's like it's not even worth it. We're not even gonna go. But I feel like I'll feel like that until we just start going to restaurants, you know? Let me know tips and tricks too, if you guys have like tips and tricks of eating at a restaurant with a 3-month-old. So I'm not gonna lie, after I think the last clip of her waking up early from a nap, after I was done feeding her, I was getting a little overwhelmed because her nap was cut short. I just felt like I was not where I needed to be with the stuff that I needed to get done in the day, and I really wanted to deliver something at work. And then also when I thought about how behind I was on editing videos, that also makes me not stressed but kind of sad, because it's just not something that I want to fall by the wayside. It's something I love so much. But when you are so pressed for time and you have like negative amounts of it and you have to prioritize things, it just sucks to see the stuff that you really do want to keep on top of just kind of fall to the wayside, you know? But yeah, it just all kind of felt like it was piling up in that moment, because normally I have a lot more of Jack's help, but he tweaked his back like you guys saw. And so I was doing just more of the diaper changes, or more of the burping, or more of the picking her up, putting her down, laying her down in her bassinet, etc. When normally during her wake window, we can kind of cut it in half, whether he's burping her and then doing the process of putting her back down, or he's playing with her and I do those things. Like, we at least can cut that in half, but I was doing like the full cycle of everything, as well as needing to do my to-do list. So it just felt like a lot. So I felt like I was gonna come on the camera and be like, today was just rough, and it definitely was, but literally within like the next hour, my day totally turned around. I was able to bang stuff out. The people I was doing the work deliverable for were so happy with my deliverable, so that made me so happy. And I was able to bang out the rest of my video for YouTube and get that up. So it's just a reminder to myself and also you guys that literally anything can change within the hour on crazy days of taking care of a baby and also trying to get regular life stuff done. One minute I felt like I was completely failing, completely falling behind, just not able to catch a break. And the next I slayed my to-do list, and now I'm here getting Texas Roadhouse takeout. So I'm really looking forward to that. Even though the day turned out good, I am always so tired by the end of it. I literally feel like there is just no moment in the day where I am not taking advantage of every single minute to either get something done, eat something, like take care of myself, take care of the baby, and also keep up on work obligations. It's just a lot. But a year ago, I would look at myself today and be like, oh my gosh, we made it. We absolutely made it. That's crazy. But anyways, my friends, my battery is blinking. That is it for today's vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button before you go if you haven't done so already. My Instagram is also linked down below in case you want to keep up with me there, and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye.